Hi, I'm Mary McCarthy, the North American Sea Glass Association Education Chair, and today I'm here to talk about genuine versus artificial sea glass. So I wrote an article for the NASCA blog and also for Beachcombing magazine, and today I think the best way to learn the difference is to take a look at the genuine glass versus artificial. So I have some in front of me, both artificial glass. Here on this plate there's a bunch of different pieces that are both tumbled and manufactured, and some genuine glass. So let's take a look at sort of how you can tell some of the differences. They can be pretty close and it can be pretty tricky. If you even just look at a genuine piece here on the right and an artificial piece on the left piece has been tumbled by a machine and the right piece is genuine. The left piece, you can see it has a smoother texture. The best way to tell the difference is by holding them in your hand. The sheen on the tumbled piece is much smoother. It actually has a little bit of a glinting on the surface. That's another way we can tell a tumbled piece is by this little bit of a glint it has on it. That's from the residue from the tumbler. Whereas a genuine piece is going to have a lot more character to it, a lot of flaws in the surface. A lot of more inconsistencies. So in this pile of tumbled glass, there's a couple of different things going on. These three larger pieces here are these are from a craft store. So you can buy this bulk craft glass. A lot of people will buy this and throw it in to the ocean to be found later. These are machine tumbled marbles. And then I've got some genuine marbles here. So you can see the genuine marbles are really banged around. They've got a lot of surface damage on them, a lot of character to their surface, unevenness. A lot of times they're not perfectly round. And the machine tumbled marbles are kind of too perfect. So the main difference really with genuine glass are its imperfections. And that's really kind of what you want to look for with genuine glass is when it's real, it's got, of course, the sea marks that people talk about with genuine glass is a lot of times evident. You can see a sea mark there on the top of that railroad marble. And you don't generally see sea markings on artificial glass. However, it can be present as well. So if we look at these larger pieces, genuine versus artificial next to each other, manufactured pieces do have sea marks as well. So there's plenty of sea markings on this. The difference between these two pieces is actually on the manufactured piece. The only one big clue on this is that it's perfectly round. So orb spheres are manufactured in China. I have a couple of them here. Generally perfectly round, large objects don't exist in sea glass nature. So if you see something perfectly round like that, it a lot of times has been manufactured in China and then thrown into the ocean. It has kind of like a glow about it that's kind of unnatural versus the genuine piece. So if you look at the genuine piece, it's very uneven. It's got a lot of character and texture to it, a lot of inconsistencies. Of course it has the sea marks, but it really has a lot of surface flaws, dings, and things going on all across the surface on the genuine piece. Whereas the manufactured pieces are really consistent in their surface texture. So these are being sold online for up to $500 a piece. People donate their fake glass to me for my orphanage of manufactured pieces. Often there's rare colors are sold online because of their rarity of color, but you can see the smoothness of the surface of this artificial piece versus a genuine piece that is much rougher in its texture. So the genuine piece has a lot of character to its texture versus the tumbled piece, which has, again, that glinting on its surface. It's much smoother. And the genuine pieces got that, what we call sort of the frost layer across it. Just that difference in character. A lot of things get manufactured bottle stoppers that are sold online like this. they're just a bottle stopper from an antique shop that's been put into a tumbler. So that is a very common practice. Eggs like this is an IKEA egg that was put into a tumbler and sold for, I don't know how many hundreds of dollars these things go for on Facebook auctions. But buyer beware when you see something that is an unusual or perfect shape like this. It's often something that's been manufactured or just tumbled in the tumbler. Again, you can see the glinting surface on it. That diamond-like surface is not something that often, although sometimes does, come out of the ocean. These are something that, this is seeded glass, so this was found in the ocean, but it did not come naturally from, when you find something over and over in the ocean, these are purchased at a craft store and then put into the ocean. So seeded glass is sort of a different category. But things that are perfect in their shape and then tumbled or put into the ocean are seeded glass. Again, this is a stopper that's been sold as sea glass. It's not sea glass, it's just a tumbled stopper. So it's just be careful about what you're buying online, that it's not something that's been sold as sea glass that's not sea glass. So this is a tumbled piece of glass as well. The surface of real sea glass this is a teal piece from Greece. That's a genuine piece next to a tumbled piece, and you can really see the difference on the surface of these two pieces here. Passing light through glass can really help you see the difference. Really just natural light as well, but this, again, it has sea marks, so that's not the way to tell the difference anymore, but the manufactured piece is perfectly round, where the genuine piece is dinged up, it's not round, it's got a lot going on in its surface. So definitely look for the surface variations in a genuine piece that you don't see in a manufactured piece. If it's too good to be true, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. And that's really the main thing to look for. Especially with these marbles, you can just see they're kind of too smooth and too perfect. Marbles that are genuine sea marbles should be really kind of imperfect in some way, or just have a lot of markings on their surface. A lot of the marbles that are opaque like this are sold like this because you can't tell the difference. So a lot of fake marbles that are sold in jewelry and online are these opaque marbles because you can't tell the difference as much when the surface is already smooth. Like with a genuine marble, it's harder to tell the difference, so beware of those as well. So those are just a couple of quick tips and tricks. Unfortunately, the easiest way to tell the difference is to feel the difference across the surface, and when you're buying online, you don't often get to feel the difference, so until you get it in your hand. So and there is sea glass that is smooth, but you can still tell the difference between tumbled glass and genuine glass, even with smoother surface sea glass. So just be careful what you're buying. These orbs are shady, I would say. If you're buying a boulder, it should be not perfect like this. It should be an imperfect shape with a lot of surface blemishes like this, and not this round perfection. So I would say buy from beachcombers who hunt the glass themselves, who you trust and know, and be very careful on eBay, because about 75% of the glass that's sold online, especially on eBay, is fake. So, and the best thing you can do is find out when low tide is and get to the beach yourself if you can.